I'm joined by Dr. Eric Feigl. He's a senior fellow at the Federation of American Scientists and an epidemiologist of the Harvard Chan School of Public Health. Eric, what do you make of these findings that it's extremely unlikely that the coronavirus leaked from that lab in the Chinese city of Wuhan where COVID-19 first emerged? How significant is this?
Well, I think the WHO has definitely done a really detailed investigation, but can we say they've absolutely ruled out everything? Have they probably seen every single specimen? It's unclear. And there's still many lingering questions, such as why did we first detect the SARS coronavirus 2 outside of China in Italy, in northern Italy in November 2019? There was already an infected confirmed case in a child in November 2019. And that obviously was not from any wet seafood market or something like that. So there's still lots of lingering questions. And there's questions of was it frozen seafood, for example, that led to some of the infections that we saw in Qingdao. And it was also a frozen warehouse that actually was the mysterious unexplained entry point potentially for the New Zealand outbreak, which is still unexplained. So we still have lots of questions to ask, and it's not certain that we've answered all of them. But I think the investigation today definitely was a good step forward.
And another conclusion or initial finding that came out from this fact-finding mission, the teams also said it was more likely that the virus, which as you know has claimed more than 2 million lives around the world, has jumped from animals to humans. Eric, how does something like this happen? We're a year into this pandemic. Are we any closer to finding out if this is what happened? How did it happen?
Yeah, we still need to actually find the proximal animal that had the closest relationship to the coronavirus here. The bat samples that we have are still a little bit too distant. We don't have the most immediate host animal. And it's unclear if we'll ever find it, but it's certainly possible it jumped from an animal. At the same time, we've seen a human to mink transmission and mink back to human transmission with a mutation added from some of our investigations. And we know that the virus recombines a lot. The recombination mutations, as opposed to just typographical mutations, means wholesale swap of the virus. And we now discovered that that is possible with the coronavirus. So it could be an animal, or it could be many other sources that recombined with this virus over the many years.
Do you think what we learned today will put rumors and speculations to rest when it comes to China? As you know, a lot of suspicion and mistrust about how China handled this pandemic.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if we'll ever put away some of the, conspiracy theorists out there. And I think today was a good step forward, but today was not like a definitive slam dunk of we know the cause. Like that is not what today was. Today was ruling out the likelihood and ruling in the greater likelihood of something. It's a step forward for sure, but it's not any slam dunk in saying we have the answer.
So let me ask you this. If you were part of this team, you were part of the WHO team searching for answers, what would you be looking for?
Well, I would demand to see some of the actual more of the bat specimens. I think there were many databases on these coronavirus and bat cave specimens collected over the years. I'm not sure if the WHO investigators actually saw that. And I believe that the database somewhere exists. So I think getting more samples from these caves could actually give us our answer, or at least a better answer than, well, it's more likely this than that. Because right now, today's answer wasn't definitive enough to say what it is for sure.